Hello everybody, hello children of Highley. My friend Mr. Plim's asked me to do a little bit of a video because I know you're doing Aspirations week. So I'd imagine there'll be some people there who want to be a professional footballer, and I was no different. And when I was probably the same age as some of you, when I was 9, 10, 11, I was okay at football. I played in the school team sometimes, but I wasn't brilliant. There was lots of children better than me. Anyway, as I kept practicing and got a little bit better, and I went to secondary school, when I was 13, I got asked to sign for Newcastle United Academy. So I played for Newcastle United Academy from 13 till I was 16. But I also made sure I stayed at school and worked very hard. So when I got to 16, I got offered an apprenticeship at Newcastle with Kevin Keegan as the manager. But because I'd worked quite hard at school, I'd done quite well, I decided I would stay at school and do my A-levels because I knew, even though I wanted to be a footballer, that you need a bit of a backup plan. So anyway, what happened was I did my A-levels at school, and when I turned 18, I got offered a professional contract at Sunderland. So I was a professional footballer for Sunderland, and I played in the Premier League. I played against Steven Gerrard. I played against Patrick Vieira. I played against Dennis Bergkamp. Some people you might not know, but your parents would probably know them. And that was really good, and I loved that. But it was hard work. You had to be physically very fit. So I had to train really hard. You had to be resilient. So if something went wrong or I didn't have a good game, I couldn't just go, I don't want to play anymore. Because lots of people would tell you were rubbish. So sometimes I have 30,000 people going, Easton, you're rubbish. So you've got to be resilient and tough, mentally tough. So resilience is a word I would say is really important if you're going to be a professional footballer and you can't give up. Anyway, I tried my best at Sunderland, but unfortunately I wasn't quite good enough. This is what I'm talking about, being resilient. So Sunderland said, we don't really want you anymore, Sam. You're okay, but we don't think you're good enough to play for Sunderland in the Premier League, which was very disappointing. But then I signed for Shrewsbury Town. Now, I played for Shrewsbury Town for 5 years, and I played lots and lots of games, and I made sure I worked hard, got myself bigger, stronger, fitter. In my first season at Shrewsbury, I got 13 yellow cards. So I needed to improve my discipline. So I listened to the coaches and I made sure I learned to keep my mouth shut, and I learned to play for the team, and I became a good team player. After 5 years at Shrewsbury, I then signed for Tranmere. Now, as I was getting older now, I was 27, I thought, what am I going to do after I finish playing football? Because when I was younger, I just thought, well, when I finish playing football, I'll just be a millionaire and I'll play golf in Portugal. But the truth is, you won't become a millionaire from football unless you play in the Premiership, unless you're Haaland, or unless you're Kevin De Bruyne, or unless you're Mo Salah. There's a lot of jobs in football, in League One, in League Two, that you will need to work after you finish playing football. There's also lots of jobs in the Conference and in the Conference North where you get well paid, but you can also do something else. So I started to realise this. So when I said Tranmere, I started doing a business degree. And then Tranmere said they didn't want me anymore. So I signed for Northampton, and I continued doing my business degree. So I made sure now I'd done my GCSEs, my A-levels, and I now had a degree. So I thought, when I finish playing football, I'll have another job to go to. Fortunately, when I got to 35, because I'd stayed at school, because I'd worked hard, I could go into another career. So when I retired from football, I became a teacher. And all of that education, it set me up brilliantly to be a teacher. So being a teacher was a lot like being a footballer. You had to be resilient, you had to work hard, you had to have good discipline, and you had to listen to other people. So when I became a teacher, I listened and I learned a lot. And then in the end, I became a head teacher. Now, Mr. Plim will be able to tell you lots about being a head teacher, but it can be a tough job sometimes. So that is something that I think all of you children need to think about. Yes, absolutely fantastic to be a footballer, and I was a professional footballer for 15 years and I loved it. But you will still need a job after you retire playing football. And even if you go on to be Mo Salah and you earn £250,000 a week and you are a multi-millionaire and you've got 4 Ferraris, 3 Lamborghinis, 2 Porsches and a Rolls Royce, football only lasts till you're 35. So you will need something after football to keep you busy, to give you a purpose. Okay, so bear that in mind. So work hard at school, stick in at school, practice your football, and you can do everything. Okay, good luck everybody. Hope that video is not too long. Say hello to Mr. Plim for me, and hopefully I'll get to come into your school sometime and see you soon. Bye for now.